Welcome to Black Love Matters, which just serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Barack and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or in this episode, because I'm feeling very connected to the people, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and First Lady Mother Khadijah Farrakhan. Aren't they some of your favorite people?
Yes.
First of all, Farrakhan, he used to be on my top 10 Hotep list, but the more and more I listen to Farrakhan, the more and more I am team NOI. Like I said, if NOI just straighten up a little bit better on how they treat women, I shouldn't say treat, they treat their women very well. When it comes to leadership roles and power and decision making, if they would lighten up on that a little bit, child, they might have to drape me up in that white cloth. Anywho, they just celebrated their 64th wedding anniversary, y'all. We got to pay homage to the greatness. You know, Farrakhan, they have 9 children, 4 sons and 5 daughters. And Farrakhan has been in this game for a minute. He been doing this for 60 plus years. Like, you know, she's been with him since he's been in this. I just curious as a woman, what's it like to be married to a man like Farrakhan? Like, how does she be like, all right, that's enough. I'm not the blue-eyed devil. I am your wife. Sit down. Do you ever think about that?
Sometimes.
How?
Because I wonder, you know, I kind of see myself as a modern day Farrakhan.
Oh, really? How, in what way? In what way do you see Farrakhan be speaking the truth, though?
I'll be speaking the truth through this microphone and into the ears of the listeners.
I bet. I think what would get on my nerves is, do you think he fight fair in arguments, or you think he start preaching? He get preachy?
Oh, yeah, he get preachy.
Well, I guess that's with any minister, though. Like, I wonder, you know what? I'm going to have to invite my minister on this episode, because how do you, like, sincerely, unless you're a minister, you know, as his wife, too, how you sincerely fight fairly if they always bringing the Lord and not lying to it? And they telling me they gaslighting. You think they gaslighters unconsciously?
Well, what about the First Lady Mother? You know she getting in his ass.
You think?
I wonder if she getting his ass with the clap.
But
listen here, Louis.
No, NOI women don't clap.
Oh.
They look graceful.
Oh.
They should just look at her very firm.
Uh-huh.
Make eye contact, let him finish, and then continue to read his rights. That's what I think the NOI women do. But I was, like I said, I'm always fascinated by Farrakhan. I think my favorite interview was him and that white man when he was talking about, like, Africa. And how, like, they, what was it, Daryl?
He was like, Africa is so corrupt. And he said, Africa. He laughed.
He said, Africa.
Ha, 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 ha.
You know how Farrakhan, everything is a production. He can't just tell you how he feels. He's going to set up the context, tell you a story, and then come back around to it, make you feel dumb.
Let me tell you, white man, the most corrupt country in the whole world is the United States of America.
He said she has a lot of blood on her head. Don't you come to me telling me who is corrupt and who not corrupt. Don't you fit? He says, you know, the nigga translate, don't you fit your fucking mouth to say that shit. That's what he said. But of course, Farrakhan didn't say it that way. He said it in his very Farrakhan.
Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, he said something, but I remember seeing that as a very, very young child and was like, who is he? And I need to be on his team. And what is he talking about? But Farrakhan always been talking, you know, about Black pride and, you know, stay woke before it was in style.
Yeah.
You know, before all this, you know, the revolutionary being radical. Like, you know, he was always on it. You know, like I said, no one's perfect. You know why it's not perfect, but they sure got some positive points. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do they consider NOI a hate group?
Let's see.
I think the white people, because y'all know they got well, that's another tip when we're gonna tell y'all when we finally move. You gotta look up all the hate groups in your city. I think they consider NOI a hate group. The Nation of Islam.
I'm Googling it now.
Yeah, but you know, you can't believe everything.
Yeah, they call them black
separatists.
Black separatists.
Bullshit.
Why is the Nation of Islam classified as a hate group?
Because the white folks scared of them. Anywho, shout out to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and First Lady Mother Khadijah Farrakhan for just representing Black love and keeping moving in the movement and together in the struggle. And for y'all who don't know who Louis Farrakhan is, or who First Lady Mother Khadijah Farrakhan is, just Google him. Maybe on Instagram we should put up our favorite Louis Farrakhan clips, because he has some classics.
He got a bunch of them
from all decades of his life. So when he was a young man in his 20s all the way up to now, he got classics.
Because he was just talking about 444.
When he
I was listening.
Yeah, that's what he said. I was listening to brother Sean Carter.
My grandson said, "Papa, you need to listen to this." And he was talking about Black Power.
And so I listened to the 444.
I listened to the 444. And that brother Jay-Z, if Jay-Z people reach out to me. Because I like the things he's singing.
And you can't do nothing but put respect on his name, because he's an elder in the community. If Farrakhan called Black Love Matters podcast, I got to respond to him. Out of respect on his name. I think he was on a Breakfast Club too. Mm-hmm. He actually did a really good interview for the Breakfast Club. But anywho, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 50.
It's 50, y'all. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We made it. It's the weekend.
It is. Y'all niggas, y'all cubicle warriors.
You made it to live another week. Honey.
Go ahead at lunch. Just don't come back to work.
Don't listen to Nero, because y'all need that job. Y'all know y'all need that job.
Go ahead and put you in a meeting with somebody that's off-site.
Where they at?
At a meeting pertaining to y'all project.
For brown people, just say it's a religious holiday that you observe.
And then don't come back to work.
Till Monday.
I'm telling you, because you know some white boys is doing it now.
But it's 50 episodes. Can you believe that, Nero? Look at the Lord.
Yeah, man.
What do you think about? Like, what do you think from our first episode to now, episode 50? What are you thinking?
Oh, man. I feel like it's very interesting. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm gracious to go through this. I'm finally glad to get you in front of a microphone, because I've been saying that Nyambi is a character, and somebody needs to hear this shit, because the shit that comes out of her mouth,
you silly,
is funny as hell.
It's just life.
I know it's life for you, but it's entertaining for other people, baby.
I guess.
What you think about 50 episodes?
I'm happy that, we continue to move forward. I think every episode I get a little bit more comfortable. Every episode I open up a little bit more. So I'm excited to see what the 100th episode going to be, 200, and just how it grows and matures and evolves over time. So absolutely. I'm excited about it.
I feel like I need to send out a survey to the listeners. Get some listener feedback.
Can't you just do a quick survey on Twitter? I don't know. You need to do a full qualitative assessment.
What y'all think? Y'all send us some emails.
Maybe wait till 100.
What y'all think? What should we do for this 50th episode? Should I open up a Teespring account and put out some merch?
What the hell is that?
Like Teespring, or what's the other, Spreadshirt? Those companies that you just put your logo out on the T-shirt and people buy it. Y'all want some merch?
It's touched by white hands.
Yeah.
I personally just want that. I think I'm going to just buy me one for me, and I'll just link it where I bought it. And if y'all want to join in on Nyambi, you can. We'll talk about that later.
Y'all want some merch? Y'all want some coffee mugs or something? Y'all want some sayings, some touched by white hands?
What sayings do we have?
White ass New England.
Someone said Wan.
Yeah,
I'm from Wan.
Yeah, white ass New England, sis breakfast. Y'all want some merch or something? Hit us up. Let me know if you're interested in that. Maybe
because I'm just going to get something for me.
I know you're going to get something for you, but the listeners.
Oh, okay.
The loyal listeners.
Yes. They're like our whole crew.
Yeah.
So, as always, be sure to leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media. And remember, we can be found at Black Love Matters, and that's Black Love Matters with no K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see, I took that from there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what he was going to say. Yeah. We weren't playing today.
Well, what you got then, baby?
Well, first of all, I'm a little hurt. In Black Love Matters news, we have someone who's Gina Torres is separating from Lawrence Fishburne.
What?
I was just about to say that Gina Torres and Lawrence Fishburne are in love. You got to do what you got to do, though. They didn't say why they breaking up, but they've been together, 16, 17 years. And they is breaking up, y'all. But the tea was it came out because she was kissing up on some white boy.
Yeah.
Who was looking crazy.
Shit. I'll leave your ass, too.
What you mean?
Unless we get in the bag.
Okay. I know everybody got to do what they got to do, right? And if it's not working, you're not happy, you're not progressing. Nyambi the first one to tell you to leave and live. But when I heard that, it's something about that hurt my feelings a little bit. It was like when Pat and Gina Neely broke up.
Lord.
and my reality, my alternate reality shattered. Because I thought they really liked each other. And the thing is not that they just divorced, but they divorced and didn't like each other. They didn't like
each other. I don't know if y'all seen that episode of White Swap.
Please watch it.
When they had Pat and Gina on that bitch.
Please.
They was going at it.
At it. Okay?
Why this nigga always want to cook?
I was like, what y'all do? That's what y'all got y'all living from.
This nigga
ribs.
always want to take pictures of food
always
and shit.
say ribs. Ain't nobody want no ribs. Pat. That's like Gina done got snatched, honey. So I can't be eating no pork ribs.
Right.
You're increasing my cholesterol.
And he like, Gina, I'm trying to get this bag. I got a residency.
What is it?
I'm trying to get my words together right.
A residency?
Residency. Y'all niggas know.
You can't be talking trash.
Tongue be a little slow sometimes.
Well,
that nigga, exactly. Well, that nigga in Vegas. He trying to be in Vegas. He trying to be like Wolfgang Puck and Gordon Ramsay. And what's the other nigga name? Bobby Flay.
Come on, B Flay. And I was ready for him because then they had a restaurant in New York. I think that motherfucker closed before I could get to it. So that's how I just feel about Lawrence Fishburne and Gina Torres. For y'all don't know Gina Torres, she's the brown woman who plays on Suits. And she always, for the Shonda folks, she plays in The Catch.
Yeah.
She's the tall black woman.
Yeah, the dark-skinned woman.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe her. She's always like statuesque to me.
Yeah.
Like she's always long and her hair is always flowing. Like she's very goddess-like. She's beautiful.
I know.
And between like him and her and both of them acting with a K, like I just seen them as this powerhouse couple. It remind me of like Angela Bassett and her husband, Vance, is it?
Yeah.
And Vance. So.
Gina, how you gonna leave Morpheus though?
Because I'm sure Morpheus fucked up now. Y'all remember, was that Lawrence Fishburne? I don't think this was Gina's daughter, but remember Lawrence Fishburne's daughter had that porn?
Yeah, Chippy D.
What?
Yeah.
What? How do you know the name?
Because I seen it. And she had all those
dimples,
bumps and shit. She should have got a chemical bill on her booty. She had, she had butt pimples and all types of other shit.
Well, I guess she was keeping it raw. Like I said, it's something for everybody, right?
Well, I guess so.
Didn't Kendrick just say, give me something natural I can feel, like stretch marks and pimples? What did he say? What did he say in Humble? What? That's natural.
He said stretch marks and what, jelly rolls?
I don't know what he said. He said something about stretch marks.
But
you said jelly rolls? You stupid.
That nigga ain't say nothing about no butt pimples and ingrown hairs on your
booty.
Everybody
done had a butt pimple. Every now and then. But anyway, I'm off track, y'all. But just Gina Torres and Lawrence Fishburne. I hope y'all have what's it called? When you can separate.
Amicable.
Amicable separation.
Amicable.
I hope you can. Oh, I just cut the word off.
Yeah.
And I hope y'all both can find some black love and move on from there. Or hell, even get back together later. Maybe y'all just need a break.
Yeah, because he didn't want to kiss on that white man.
And he wasn't even. Anywho. Next, y'all see my girl, Holly fucking Berry's with an S. She stayed with a man, don't she, honey?
Sure do.
She got her a new one. And this is a young brown one.
Holly
Berry is a man eater. And she dare y'all to keep trying her.
You know what?
She believe in love. And I'm not mad at it all. She believe in love and she believe in keeping a man, don't she?
Who the hell Holly done dated?
All the finest men in Hollywood. And first of all, Holly don't date trash, honey. We never have this question of why is she dating him. Like, it's very clear. She allegedly done dated. Well, she was married to Eric Benet, Michael Ealy, one of those.
She was with Michael Ealy?
Yeah. Could you imagine all that?
The funny looking eye nigga?
Oh, them funny eyes. Could you just imagine them looking back and forth at each other?
Oh my God.
And acting? Jesus.
So now she with Alex the Kid.
That's his name. He's like a producer, right?
Then she was with Oliver Martinez.
Wasn't he a model? Gabriel Aubrey. Like these niggas is models.
Yeah.
Okay. Terrence Howard.
She was with Terrence Howard.
Couldn't you see that?
God damn.
Didn't I tell you she got a type?
That's that light skin love.
Yep. Then Michael Ealy. Yep, I could see that. Who else?
Fred Durst.
Oh,
she was with Fred
Durst. That's a curveball.
Rolling.
That's a curveball. I didn't know that one.
Eric
we know about him.
That one.
Yeah. His Sets edition. He fucked that up.
She was with Shamar Moore.
That makes sense too. She got a type.
That light skin love.
It's up.
David Justice.
All these black men look similar except Fred Durst.
Well, Fred Durst ain't black.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Christopher Williams.
He looked like Michael Ealy.
I thought that was Michael Ealy.
All the black men look at
Eddie Murphy. What?
Come on, roster.
Wesley Snipes.
She had like a dark skin phase in the early 90s.
She was dating Spike Lee, allegedly. What? We still going. Danny Wood.
Leave Halle Berry alone.
Kevin Costner.
Leave her alone.
Heavy D.
Okay.
All right, God rest the dead. She dated Heavy D.
Shut this shit down. Nero.
Damn.
Please, leave Halle Berry alone. I ain't mad at her, though.
Shit, I had to make sure my name ain't on this list.
Nero? Nero, you was with Halle. But
I did it for the bag, baby.
Halle
I did it
keep
for
a
the bag.
tight roster, and I'm not mad at it, and I'm happy. I'm happy for her. I'm glad she done finally moved on. I'm glad she done found somebody else. So turn up for Halle Berry. Everybody else need to practice that type of self-care and self-love as Halle Berry does. Next, nothing going on at work, really.
Yeah, no.
It's just a lot of work. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm tired. I'm tired of doing 30,000 steps every day. The only thing is now I'm noticing it's a whole separate group of folks who come in. So now it's the grandparents come in who watching like the younger kids. And y'all grandparents is soft. They don't make these grandparents like they used to, do they?
They don't make these kids like they used
First
to.
I don't even remember my grandma really going out to Target and things like that. Like during that wasn't a thing. Like that happened on Saturday, Sunday morning. Like my grandmother just didn't take midday trips to Target. Well, these grandparents are, and these kids are running them rampant. The kids come in, but I want some candy, and the grandparent be what type. Everything they point at the grandparent give them. And I'm like, damn, when they gonna say no? But the thing is now the kids riding on the back of the cart, and they ass stuff fell out of it, and the grandparent don't know what to do. And I'm looking like, get these kids and sit their asses down. But nothing else going too huge there. Being Mary Jane, I watched it, but y'all know we got other forms of watching TV, and I gave up on it. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
What happened big?
Well, Michael Ealy then gone ahead and proposed to Gabrielle Union.
What did she say?
We
you
don't
say
know.
real names. You about to do? Use their character names. You about to get rumors started. TMZ gonna use our soundbite. And they gonna be like, Gabrielle Union messing around Dwayne Wade with Michael Ealy. We hear a picture of him getting the ring.
Right. Well, that's when the TV cut off.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
so did it go on, or we just didn't see
so the thing was, Gabrielle Union, Mary Jane Paul had the deciding vote of who gonna get the job or get the raise or whatever between Michael Ealy and her best friend Kara Carr. Yeah. So Mary Jane thought Michael Ealy knew.
Yes.
So he's like, why? You know, you're doing all these other things. You're saying the right thing to me, and then she told him. And then he gave her a nice ass monologue. Like, baby, I want you. I want the idea of us. I want everything.
Oh.
Go ahead.
He said that?
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep me for this job.
She said pick him?
Pick him, yeah. And what she
that was bold.
Yeah, he was ballsy. He said, pick him. Pick me. I done bought this house for you.
I knew something when he bought that house.
But the thing is, he didn't know. He was just doing shit just to do it. So she ended up picking Kara, and he got mad, and he left. And Mary Jane was calling him and shit, and she couldn't get in touch with his ass, so she thought his ass was gone forever. So her ass went ahead and got those embryos that she had implanted in her. Meanwhile, Kara found the ring in her Latin lover's backpack bag or whatever. So she thinks she about to get proposed to. And she get to the little celebration, and he give her ass a plaque.
What?
With her name on it.
A plaque?
Yeah.
She might need to leave him.
Like a name tag with her name on it and shit.
Oh.
So
that's like a promise.
People like, where does ring at? And then you turn over, and here comes Mary Jane getting proposed to by Michael Ealy.
How did she look?
She looked surprised. She's like, I need to tell you something. You know how Mary Jane be like, I need to say something. And they be like, hold up, Mary Jane, I got something I want to say. And then he said it. And then it cut off.
She better say I do. How long have been to them been implanted?
2 hours ago. It was like she got them bitches implanted, and here comes his ass with his light skin, funny looking eye ass, talking about, baby, I want you.
I'm like, we gotta go to the clinic right now.
She better go take a morning after pill. Shit.
You so stupid. Look, Nero, problem solved. You dumb. Oh, was that the finale?
I don't know if that was the finale.
The finale.
I hope not. I want to see what the fuck happened.
Yeah, that's why you got to watch next season. If Gabrielle Union decide to come back, because remember they was playing with her money last year.
They sure was.
And they'll leave us hanging like this.
Shit, she'll fucking happen. I know, right? She'd die off, and it'd just be Kara versus Michael Ealy.
Shut up. Well, it's not be being Mary Jane no more. Then being Kara, nigga.
being a light skinned nigga.
No, Kara Latino.
Oh, okay.
Being a black Latino.
Yeah.
I was going to try to figure out what being was in Spanish.
Okay.
Like vamos, Cara.
Gotcha.
All right, Nero. Go ahead. What's your check-in? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I ain't know it, honey. I done took all them years of Spanish. Couldn't even think of being is.
Man. All right, y'all. This is episode 50, and I'm tired as hell. I'm sleepy. I need some rest. I still ain't bounced back from this flight to Miami.
Yeah.
I still ain't call American Airlines. I'm going to call their ass today.
I'm sure.
I'm going to cuss their ass the fuck out.
No, you're not.
Let me speak to your manager.
You not.
Everybody, give me the strength.
You're
Go ahead
not.
and say it with me.
Yeah.
I want to speak to your manager. So I'm tired. You've been working like a Hebrew slave.
It's Siendo.
Oh.
No, it's Sarah Cara. Being Cara.
Okay. I was going to say, we need to do a little bit of reconnecting for this weekend while you off, but with you trying to practice your Spanish, I don't know if I should just leave you to
Shut up.
practice that. But I'm tired. Just trying to bounce back. I think I'm coming down with something. I got a little sore throat. So if y'all hear me clinging this cough drop against my teeth, just bear with me. I'm just giving y'all a little bit of I'm giving y'all a little ASMR.
Oh, Jesus.
So other than that, I just got a couple shots. Shout out to Cardi B. Cardi B fucking winning.
What she done did now?
Everything. Cardi B is living her best fucking life.
That's what you got to do.
She is riding the fuck out of this wave.
You better, because the wave will turn on you in a minute.
Shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross. Her ass winning too. She living her best life.
She is. She had those 73 questions on Vogue. If y'all haven't seen that, it's on YouTube, and it's 73 questions with Tracy Ellis Ross, and she's brilliant as always.
But she was also on the carpool thing. What's that carpool thing they do? Carpool karaoke. She was on there with Big Sean.
Oh, how was that?
That was pretty good. She came out with a rap alter ego called T Murder.
Is she killing it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that was interesting. I think Black is coming back or something. This is Us coming back.
It's Fall TV is coming back. What are you talking about, Nero?
This Is Us comes back this week, I think.
This week?
This week and next week.
Oh, well, we're going to do a recap on it. I love This Is Us.
So This Is Us is coming back. Blackish is coming back. So get prepared for Fall TV.
Scandal on How to Get Away with Murder. I don't know. Shonda be funny. We might not get them to January.
But the thing is, ain't nobody pregnant. I think that's the reason why I came back so late, because Carrie
Washington was pregnant.
I was about to say Carrie Hilson.
Why do you keep bringing that girl up?
I don't know.
Let me see when Scandal and them come back.
Okay. So shout out to them. Shout out to Harvard. I kept saying Harvard. Look at it. Shout out to Howard for opening up their first barbershop.
Duh. We talked about that in the last episode.
Yeah.
Well, you looked into it. You thought I was playing?
Yeah, I had to look at it some more. So shout out to them for finally getting letting them niggas get them boys get them haircuts.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who protested in St. Louis. I don't know if it's still going on, but I know.
Yeah.
I was just doing my little reading, trying to get woke of things, and I found, I came upon the article about the police officer who was like, "I'm gonna kill this motherfucker," and shooting that black dude, was found not guilty by the judge. So for everybody who's listening or whoever in St. Louis, this is the time to stay woke, because that judge got to go back up.
Yeah. Got to get reelected.
It's time for his ass to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he has to go.
So this is these motherfuckers, the midterm is coming. And this is your time to get these motherfuckers the fuck out of there. So this is the time to stay woke and figure out who the hell y'all gonna vote for, or hell, run for office yourself.
Come on.
So shout out to them.
Shout out.
What else? Shout out to the entire healthcare system, who hates everything about the Obamacare repeal bill. Let me tell you, when I tell you the entire healthcare system hates this bill,
I'm sure.
The entire healthcare system. So let me just name some: the American Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Academy of Family Physicians, the American College of Physicians, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Congress on Obstetricians and Gynecologists, the American
everybody.
Osteopathic Association, the American Psychiatric Association,
Jesus.
the American
Not
College.
the psychiatric.
I'm not done. Look, the American College of Physicians,
You really about to do this?
the National Council for Behavioral Health,
Niram is about to do this.
the American Hospital Association,
Help him.
the the Federation of American Hospitals, Children's Hospital Association, Catholic Health Association of the United States,
Y'all tell Niram that's enough. Everybody.
the Association of American
Medical
Medical Colleges. Hell, and the list goes on. I still got 1, 2, 3. Hell, it's still like 20 more names on here.
Everybody.
Hell, the American Diabetes Association, the American Heart Association, American Lung Association, any association that deals with health.
They said kick rocks.
They say this is bullshit.
It is, though.
So shout out to them, man. Keep calling y'all senators. Keep calling whoever the fuck y'all need to call. It's very easy. Y'all don't talk to nobody. Most of the time it's a voicemail. And they say, vote no on this fucking repeal act or I'm not voting for your bitch ass.
Okay. You know, you can refrain from all the cussing.
Okay.
Yes.
But y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. The other thing, my update I just wanted to bring out, I don't think this is noteworthy for Pillow Talk, but
you about to be shady.
no, I'm not being shady. But I don't have I personally don't have enough to make this a Pillow Talk. Is that Boston University just showed that, or they tested confirmed that Aaron Hernandez has CTE.
Duh. You ain't never thought. I always thought that man had something going on. I think we talked about this. I think I was the only one that was like, I don't know if that man should have went to jail that long. I think his family deserves his money. It's something going on.
So they concluded that he got CTE.
Told you.
And you know, CTE has like 4 stages, and his brain was on stage 3 of CTE.
Come on.
So you know, his lawyer is going to file a lawsuit against the NFL on his daughter's behalf.
Good.
So that's gonna be interesting.
I mean, we've talked about this how many times when it comes to these high impact sports. So we're talking football and boxing. If you get hit on your head repeatedly for 10 plus years, there are going to be some effects to that.
Yeah.
And we've seen numerous cases, especially in football, when people are not only being assertive, but killing other people and themselves. But yet the NFL is acting like ain't shit going on, and y'all niggas out there still watching this football shit.
Yeah.
Like this, how do you support bullshit like this? Like I just can't. Hello?
She's speechless.
I am speechless because it's like, it just didn't make sense. When that man hung, because he hung himself, correct?
Yeah, or allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah,
I think
whatever.
he was killed.
Who knows what happened, but of course there was something that is going on. And is there a way? I know you used to play. Is there a way to make football less impactful? Like meaning, I don't even know if that's the appropriate word to relieve the head injury. Like, is there a way to redo the helmet? Like, how do you do it?
It don't matter about the helmet because the thing is it's the brain internally, baby. So internally, your brain don't have nothing that stops itself from banging your head against the wall when you
own skull.
When you running and tackling somebody as fast as you can, or getting head-to-head injuries. So it don't matter what type of helmet they make. It don't matter what they do. When niggas are running, that fast into each other, your brain don't have nothing. It's like being in a car accident every play.
Oh my God.
So, your shit gonna get jostled, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Jesus.
So that's the thing about CTE in football is that there's nothing you can do about that. And eventually everybody gonna have it.
Yeah, and the thing is you can't even limit like the play. So you get to NFL, right? And it's like players can only play X amount of minutes, right?
Yeah.
But you done played it for so many years that you basically got, if you don't make it to the NFL, you already got it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, think about Little League.
You got to catch this shit like in high school, college.
Exactly. So you can think about this like Little League. There's people who like 8-year-olds and they play I can't even get out. They play tackle football. They've been playing tackle football since they was 8 all the way into like their 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, they gonna have CTE. Hell, I might even have it.
Yeah.
Shit, I probably but hell, I ain't go pro, so who the hell am I gonna sue?
Okay.
High school, college?
Who knows? That's sad, though.
It
and
is.
I hope it becomes a broader conversation. I think these even conversations that, parents have to have with their kids to say, you never thought you would have to tell your kid, like, no, that's too dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And not mean. And when I hear people usually say dangerous, I think, I'm scared you're going to break an arm, break a leg, knock a tooth out, right?
Yeah. But you're talking long term.
We're talking about your livelihood is at stake here for the hunch that you may go pro.
The 1% of the 1%.
Yeah. How do you break that? I guess the kid, if you know better, you do better. If the kid was never exposed to it, it's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Are soccer players like that too? Because do they get hit on the head with the soccer ball? Or is that different?
I think that's different.
You letting your children play football?
No.
I'm not letting mine.
Oh, are we not having the same kids?
I just wanted to see what you said.
No.
We hurting a lot of souls as we get into football season. Because, them niggas has already began watching it. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's the thing. Like, if you're going to boycott, but know what you're boycotting for.
Yeah.
If you're not going to boycott, that's cool, too. It don't affect me none. I really ain't been for
until they crazy ass kids in the class with our kid. Then I had a whoop ass.
Oh, Lord.
What? All right, Neil. We got some pillow talk.
Yeah, we got some pillow talk.
What's going on?
Let's start off with American Horror Story. Yes. So this was episode 3.
Episode 3.
Damn, I forgot the name. I think it was like Neighbors from Hell was
Neighbors
the
from
name
Hell.
the name of it. So it starts off with they protesting at the restaurant. They protesting at the restaurant of Pedro's death of that white woman.
All I keep hearing her
And
say,
Sarah,
I'm not racist.
I'm one of you.
I'm the least racist person
I'm one of you.
know. Oh, I was getting my
I have a black friend.
I was getting my life. I said, Ryan Murphy, you better write the shit out of this script.
White feminist tears.
Come on, he better write the shit out of this script.
So they go ahead and protest, and she's like, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do. And then here comes Kai ass with that blue hair.
Oh, he scared the shit out of me in that
Yeah,
scene. Did he scared y'all when he rolled up on that near? He almost got his foot ran over.
Shit.
Oh, to ran his ass over.
Yeah, I did jump a little bit because his ass did come on. I said, oh, shit.
And then he had that blank, crazy white boy stare.
Yeah.
Like he ain't had shit to lose.
And then he's like, I got you. I'm going to take care of this for you.
And then he pulled the Malcolm X. Y'all remember in the Spike Lee movie Malcolm X when he was all them folks was protesting in the hospital and Malcolm just moved his hands and the police was like, that's too much power for one nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what Kai did.
He sure did. Hell, that nigga's he probably the one that started this fucking shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There were all his people in the call, honey.
So for y'all who haven't watched it, y'all should watch it. But it's this one's called The Coat.
Yeah.
So we don't know who the cult leader, but I think it's Kai. Mm-hmm. Because he always getting somebody with that pinky swear shit.
The thing is, no, Niram, he ain't the leader.
Who the leader there?
We don't know. I think that's what's gonna be the T. Mm-hmm. He's the what's it called? The person who go out and do the dirt.
Uh-huh.
He the beta. He ain't the alpha. Believe that. He is not the alpha, honey.
He Malcolm X, but he not Elijah Muhammad.
Ooh. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
We're not having this conversation. Don't you do that to Malcolm X.
What you talking about? I'm not doing it to Malcolm X. I'm just putting it in relations so I can understand that.
It depends on what era we're talking about Malcolm X.
Okay.
We're talking about, nope.
We talking about Malcolm X who just
We
started.
just came on here and put respect on the honorable.
I know. I understand.
I don't want to have a conversation about Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam.
I'm not having a conversation. I'm just saying the comparison.
Can we find another comparison?
Okay. Well, can you give me one?
Hold on. You said Malcolm X. No, I don't want to.
Okay.
But actually I did. Uh-huh. He is the beta.
Okay.
And we don't know who the cult leader, the alpha is. Mm-hmm. Kai is not the alpha though.
Okay.
He's the beta. He does the grunt work and he's trying his best to become the alpha, but he's not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You argue? You think differently?
I don't know.
You mad because I told you not to go down this road of Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X.
You messed up my whole little argument. So
no, well go ahead. Go ahead. All views expressed by Niram goes directly to Niram because I'm not playing that game.
Niggas, don't y'all come over here with that shit. You'll catch these black hands. I keep telling y'all. I'll block your ass.
Niram about to go down a whole road that we ain't need to go down with the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
It's been a rough week for Brown. It's been a rough lifetime.
All right, so moving on, Kai ass doing that shit, and then the neighbors, the Willingtons, then gave well, first they was getting all into Allie's ass. They came over there with them sombreros on.
Who would they disrespectful ass? That's just like white people, ain't it?
I'm 10%. We say Mexican.
He said he
Are you
Colombian.
gonna kill me too?
Yeah, he said I'm 10% Colombian. Did you go kill me, nigga? What? But why are you in that sombrero? Talking about that's how you see all of us. I'm 10%. Blah blah blah. Shut up.
Stupid.
And then her. I'm not with her. Get off my property.
Oh my god.
I'm not racist. And she got these bars up on her.
Oh
door.
my no! And when they was like, "We don't want you in our neighborhood. You are turning our neighborhood bad," and then she was like, "I was here first.
And then what they all say?
I was here first." Tell that to the Native Americans.
Yeah. Well, they said that's the Lord stopping you. When they told her to tell that to the Native Americans, I almost spit my damn water out. Cause she looked like she was done. She slammed that door in their motherfucking face.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And then they gonna give Oz a guinea pig.
That is disrespectful. That is if you want to get some shit started with your neighbor.
And then it's like, we're allergic to everything, Oz. You know we can't handle that.
And no. Did you catch the sly tea when the mama, she the one who really allergic to everything, and then the other one's like, well, yeah, you know, mama's allergic to dander, and she's like, we're all allergic to dander. No, bitch,
You are.
your hypochondriac ass is allergic to dander. All you need is a Benadryl. It'll be easy.
Are we gonna talk about that dude?
What dude?
So they gonna go ahead and put some shit on Craigslist, like gay couple wants hard cock and shit like this.
Ooh, that's devilish.
And that
I didn't
dude
even
came
think
up in there. He was completely naked, talking about one of y'all bitches gonna suck my dick.
He came in there jacking off, and the one woman had to get bugged. Was like, "You got 10 seconds to get up out my house, if I kill you." Then he was like, "Oh, y'all playing hard to get this the story." And she was like, "No, leave." And he said, "Somebody gonna suck my dick if I leave here." I said, "Jesus, that's terrifying." Though, like we laughing, but you imagine how scary that is? Somebody show up and someone puts your information on Craigslist. In the ad, it said, "Don't call, don't email, just show up with a hard dick."
And hard dick.
And what'd he do?
Go. And his ass is there.
And obviously he did that because what? Someone has requested this and he's done it before.
Yeah.
And this was inspired by what? True events and or thoughts, okay? Because all art imitates life. Mm-hmm. So it is somebody out there on Craigslist requesting a hard dick. What is it?
Just show up.
Just show up. Could you imagine?
Lord.
No.
So what else is going on in this
Remember
episode?
they microwave Oz pig.
Oh,
I mean, the
that
guinea pig.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very throwback to, what was that, Fatal Attraction?
Yeah.
When they put that bunny in that boiling ass water with Glenn Close, put that bunny in that water. Y'all keep fucking around with these women. Y'all keep fucking with people. And they gonna show you better than I could tell you. And then also what happened was they've been, what is it called? Stamped?
Yeah.
Or
by the coat. That's gonna come kill their ass.
Kill them. Mm-hmm. And then they went to the neighbors saying, y'all bitches did, and they was like, no, we've been stamped too. And they came after that woman,
mm-hmm.
and they done killed her ass. But before we get to there, because American Horror Story always kind of have parallel stories going on too. It showed this young couple who was also visiting a counselor that the scary white woman go see, and she had like a fear of being buried alive. Mm-hmm. And this fear of being buried alive came because her father, I wouldn't even say when she acted up, just when he got overwhelmed, would lock her ass in this cabinet for hours and hours and hours. And when he died, it triggered her to that, right? And so she was working through it and working through this phobia of like closed and condensed spaces. But they asses went home, and the clowns had 2 coffins set up in their motherfucking living room, like a viewing of the body at Pie Funeral Home, and they locked their ass in that casket. Shit, I got scared. What would you? I wouldn't even. Oh my god! I would have to. What would you? It make you want to? Is there an escape latch for a casket now?
No.
Put one on mine, just in case. Like what? That didn't send a chill down your spine.
No, because I'm made into diamonds.
Okay.
So I ain't got to worry about no casket.
And they sealed it. What they seal it with?
Shit, they put nails in it or screws.
God damn, that was scary. And that's how they died in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, American Horror Story is playing entirely too much. And then what's some other things that's going on? It's this truck that keep going up and down the street, spraying this gas on the whole neighborhood. And the white woman is like, where's your manager? When she came out that house and was like, I'm a citizen of the United States of America. I demand you show me your permit. Look at white privilege.
Oh,
sit down, white privilege. Take your permit. Kiss my ass. So they did that. And lastly, the tea was they showed the footage of Allie being seduced by Winter, you know, that babysitter. It was posted online because, you know, they was in the tub trying to get it in. And that's what set her wife on the end of it, right?
Yeah.
So she was like, bitch, I'm here. You ticky ticky boom boom. You scared of circles. You scared of dander. You scared of water. You scared of air. I put up with all that bullshit. You done killed Mexicans. And now you gonna betray me?
No, we
She
not
did
gonna bring.
Angela Bassett. Get your shit and get out. Come on, Oz.
So we ain't gonna bring up the fact that Oz's ass is watching lesbian porn, and he over
His
here watching.
mama's. It
He
ain't
watching
just
his mama's
lesbian.
porn.
It ain't even just yeah. How he get to it?
That's my question.
Well, yeah,
Oz
she
got
showed
a
him that website. You know, Winter showed him that website. I'm sure
Oz
she
got a
sent him
fetish for lesbian porn.
No, Winter sent him that website with her devilish ass. That's what happened. Winter was like, open this immediately, Oz. Or it probably said something even shadier and was like, Oz, don't open this. And what Oz do?
Open that shit.
Then he said it didn't know. The T was, he was like, it won't go off. My computer won't go off. Po baby. Po baby. But anything else happened? Oh, both the neighbors was talking to Kai, you know, the crazy white boy about joining their cult. And something that came out, you know, I was going to bring it back to relationships. Remember when we said briefly how the two neighbors got together because it was like this pact they made. So if they didn't reach a certain age, they would just marry each other. And when Kai was asking them the questions, like, you know, to join the account, what is your biggest fear? What do you hate? And the guy was like, I hate being with her. I want to kill her. And she was like, I hate being in this relationship. I only got in this relationship because I was scared that I wouldn't find love. I wouldn't get married. I wouldn't have children. And I think that goes back to what we said. Like, you know, I always gotta, you know, and it's different strokes for different folks, but I always look a little side at people when they tell me things, especially marriage. Dating is different. Fine. If you gonna date because y'all said we would date or try it out, if at a certain time it ain't work out, you know, just to see where we at, right? Yeah. That's different. But making a commitment or marrying folks, and when people be like, we just decided if we didn't have this by this certain time, we would do it. I always got to think you ain't rap tight. Like, it's all, you know, I try to be in my Nyambi non-judgment zone, but that's when my judgment comes out. When people, this little tiki or fragile or something is going on that is not connecting. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and it's never like crazy then. Like we ain't talking about people who be like, oh, when I turn 70, you know, 60, I'm just looking for a companion, right? And even at that age, you don't gotta marry nobody. You can say we're gonna buy our dream house together and just live your life, right? Mm-hmm. But when folks be in like that 30 to 40 range, and they was like, if I'm by 30, 35, 40, 45, or even 50, I haven't found this one, I'm just gonna marry this person. That's traditionally usually a best friend. Mm-hmm. Nigga, that ain't how this work. Like this, that I'm it's always something that just hurts the back of my neck and that. And it's like, you think you're gonna be happy with them? Nope. I said, so you're gonna ruin two people's lives, huh? Well, yours and theirs.
Well,
because you're scared.
I always give people a little side. There's always a little side eye that comes from me when somebody say that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if we made a pact, if we're not together by 38, we're just gonna get together and have some kids and go from there. A little side eye comes from me. Like, okay, with Jay-Z, okay,
okay. Like what is happening at this miracle age? Like, you know, what are these expectations? And you blocking your blessing, girl. You doing a butterfly effect. You messing up everybody else's life. Like, what are you doing? It's just something. I can't even articulate it. But as soon as people say it, I'll be like,
what y'all think?
Here you go.
What y'all think, listeners?
Yeah, maybe is anybody out there had a pact and been married for more than 4 years?
Let us know.
That's the other thing. I never seen the pact marriages last more than 5 years unless they don't live in the same house.
Right.
That's the other thing. I'd be like, y'all not.
If y'all are in a pact.
That's what I said. That's like they in a cult.
Let's go ahead and call this out. If y'all are in a pact and y'all said that y'all gonna get together by a certain age, if y'all aren't together and married, hit us up. Can we interview y'all? Just know we're gonna get all in your business.
Yeah, and we don't mean folks who like in love and broke up, came together. We ain't talking about that. We talking about folks who were sincerely friends, living their own separate ass lives. And then was like, you know what, you the one. I like you. You travel well. You like the food I like. I can fart around you.
Send us an email at Black
Yeah,
Love
because Nyambi can't digest it. I can't. Y'all can be. I'm all for companionship, but marriage and commitment and like I feel like you blocking your love then.
Yeah.
You blocking you blocking your I know a lot of other folks say people learn to grow to love to each other, and I guess I can believe that.
No, what's that like? Stockholm Nightingale syndrome. Y'all listen,
you love who you hate.
you
love your abuser.
That's Stockholm. What's Nightingale is when you love somebody that's been taking care of you. You love her because she just cook you breakfast every day
and give you some ass every now.
Right. That's Nightingale syndrome, ain't it? That's from
Stockholm. I don't know.
No, Stockholm is when they beat up on your ass and you.
Ain't it the same? It's emotionally, isn't it?
And Nightingale is, I think, when the man fell in love with his nurse or something like that. That was in the hospital.
Come on, that's a separate episode when he fell in love with his mama because that's another issue. And a lot of times I think people who do it are folks who really came from, I hate to use the word broken families because everybody's family got a little brokenness to them, but families who really got a lot of shit going on that you be like, fuck. And it's like almost the people like, fuck, I give up. I'm just going to go over here with these people. They both stable. That's what I've seen. It usually happen with folks in, but I am biased when it comes to that. It just don't make no sense.
Okay.
Yes. Anything else from American Horror Story? Watch it, y'all. It's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely gory though. This season is gory. Like this season, it's a season in a long time that I've like really jumped and was like, oh, you played too much Ryan Murphy. Can we tag Ryan Murphy? Because he plays too fucking much.
Yeah. Man.
What are things in his nightmares? What are dreams? Like, where do he come from? How do you be at the writer's table and be like, this is what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to get 2 caskets and we're going to lock their asses in there. We're going to let them just die in there, okay? And then we're going to come down the street and put this green shit. Then we're going to have these clowns that's fucking each other. Like, how does that happen in the writing room?
So are we not going to talk about that it's based in Michigan? What part of Michigan is this?
It's like on my side of town. It's like the suburban.
Oh, the west side?
Yeah, suburban, west side, Wayne County, Oakland County. Because they talked about like Northville, that whole crew. Redford, so right outside Detroit, west side. Like, so, it ain't looking like Redford from the, okay. But that's what they said on there. So it's close to home. Looks like it's outside of Detroit.
Okay.
But yeah, some of them crazy white people in Michigan like that. I could believe it.
Most definitely. Some of the white folks.
Yep.
But that's what I got. That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Shout out to fucking Jay-Z. Jay-Z declined the invitation to perform.
It ain't no shout out. He better had did it. People done bought them high ass tickets to go to his concerts. Go ahead, finish. He better had.
It just says Jay-Z has reportedly declined the invitation to perform at the 2018 Super Bowl halftime show.
Yes, because he would have been canceled if he didn't. He can't. Beyonce just stood in there just in time before the NFL cut crazy.
Yeah.
But I can't really see no brown woke folks. So that means it's going to be at least 10 years of bad Super Bowl halftime shows.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you've seen the performance at the Meadows Music and Art Festival. But, he gave a shout out to Colin Kaepernick. He did the story of OJ. And so I'm going to shout out Colin Kaepernick.
That's what I said. He got a whole song about OJ and him. Yeah. And that goes against, even as his business sense, it goes against his brand.
Yeah, it does. So, shout out to Jay.
Yeah. Hold on. Do they get paid? They don't get paid. It's just the exposure, right?
I don't know if they get paid.
I don't think they get paid. I think it's just because there's so many people.
Right. And, Jay-Z has had a hell of a year this year.
That's what I said. I don't know if the Super Bowl was going to elevate him with the audience that he's looking to be elevated with. Maybe with some white people. But I don't know. What the hell song he gonna sing?
Shit. Story of OJ.
What he gonna sing 444? I bet Beyonce's like, bitch, we ain't about to go on a motherfucking
white
Super
nigga,
Bowl.
Dark nigga, light skinned nigga.
Like what's I don't know. I guess it's the Super Bowl, so he could have did all his, he could have did a little bit pimping. Hard knock life. American Gangster. He could have did that. But I don't even think he's in that mind frame. Like I can't even picture Jay-Z singing that right now.
No.
He's just in quiet meditation and prayer. I just can't see him be like big pimping,
spin the cheese. No,
I just
not the 444 Jay-Z.
No, we at least got a couple years for that. I think he'll get back to that eventually, or at least give us a taste of that. But I think he's in quiet meditation and prayer. He got these new children. I'm assuming he's not sleeping as much as he used to.
That nigga got a wet nurse.
You said he got a night nurse.
Yeah.
Well, you still got 2 new babies, so he got 3 kids now. So no. So shout out to him. I'm glad he did it. I hope other stars and people continue to follow suit too.
Yeah.
And not just this is a huge platform to do that, right? I think these are acts that we have to continue to do even in the platform that you are in now. It's my job in my bot store when people say stupid shit, to cut people off. I just cut somebody off the other day when I was working guest service because she said she called the person and she ain't understand it. And she said something about Mexicans. I'm like, ma'am, I'm going to stop you right there. I said, what can I help you with right now? I said, what you're talking about, I don't. And it was like a Latino lady behind me. She looked at me like, all right, sis. I said, I'm going to have to stop you right now. How can I help you right here on this store?
Don't you be talking about them Mexicans.
Basically. Come on. How you know I ain't Mexican?
Right.
I guess my accent.
Right.
She said, you ain't Mexican. You
Nah, I could have a little
Dominican, honey.
Get it out. Dominicano in it.
You don't know what I am. Hell, I be whatever I want to be. It's brown skin Mexicans all over the board.
Come on.
First of all, it ain't Mexicans. It's Latinos. I just called the Dominicans Mexicans. I'm like the white people.
You are like the white people.
But you know what I mean.
Latino and Hispanic.
Yeah, them two different things.
Yeah.
Honey. Jesus, help me. I've been in white ass New England too long.
Lord,
Covert and overt.
Oh man.
Now I'm trying to check her. Hey, bitch, no.
Right. You can't call them Mexicans.
I could be Dominican, bitch. What that got to do with Mexico?
Build a wall. Build that wall. Oh my God.
All right, man. What else going on?
So a new study shows that hate crimes in major cities in America is on the rise.
Duh. Nuts. It ain't on the rise. It's just reported more.
Yeah, I assume so too.
Yeah.
Study conducted by Professor Brian Levin indicates that the hate crime data to date comes in the wake of a divisive election year. Mm-hmm. And much of the data from 2016 coincides with the increased activity and exposure of white supremacy group. Mm-hmm. According to the study, data collected from 30 large cities and counties included the 10 largest cities in the U.S. were tabulated, showing that there were, this is rounded up, like 2,100 hate crimes in those cities.
What's the cities again?
I'll get there in a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because that's going to tell me everything I need to know.
And that's pretty much like a 5% rise from the previous year. But cities like Chicago had a 20% increase. Mm-hmm. New York City had a 24% increase. Mm-hmm. LA had a about 15% increase. And Philly is a racist ass city.
Philly got a lot of shit going on.
Philly is a racist ass
Because Philly's
town.
got Negroes there. They got Muslims there. They got a lot of.
They got niggas with them beards.
And the white people are not here for any of that. Okay, it's crossing too many boxes.
And they got Rocky there.
Who?
Rocky.
Oh yeah, I just watched Rocky.
I know you did because I forced you to watch it.
Yeah.
Philly is racist.
I know.
They rather have a statue of a fictional character than to actually have like one of their own boxing legends as a statue.
Come on.
I can't remember what boxer it is.
Come on.
But they have like a boxing legend from Philly.
I mean, it's plenty of highly influential brown people from Philly.
Is it Sugar Ray? Is it one of the Sugar Rays that's from Philly?
Pick one. It doesn't matter. But does this surprise you though, Nero?
No, it don't feel me. It don't surprise me at all.
No. Especially in cities like, it's always, I think back to my time in Michigan, a lot of times all this stuff happens, but I don't think people, first of all, they didn't know that they could report it. Mm-hmm. Does that, like, now I think we're just getting the terminology of what we calling like hate speech. Yeah. And that is actually a crime and it can actually be reported, or if it is reported, that it holds some weight. Because I think 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it just didn't hold as much weight.
And I think another thing is that what they were saying in the article is that the FBI is not the best place to report it. Like they don't record or report none of the shit correctly. So it could actually be more. So
it is more.
It's the whole thing of, is it because people are reporting it more that it's out there, or is it because there's a larger case of this stuff happen, or is it because people are just noticing this shit now?
I think it's all the above. Like, I always think it's been high. I definitely think it's increasing, but I think people are reporting it more, and the folks who are allegedly the advocates are calling a thing a thing. Yeah. So, when you report it, then it goes to the person who you've reported it to, what they do with it, and if they even defined it as a hate crime and all that stuff. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. People aren't as scared to do it, because I even think to my time at universities, stuff was reported, and it was like, oh, this is X, Y, and Z. It was like, oh, well, we wouldn't classify it as that. Mm-hmm. What the fuck you classify it as? Right. The way they break down to skew numbers and things of that nature. So I think folks might be just getting a little bit more transparent in the things that they're finding. No, Nero?
Yeah, I really agree. Yeah. I also think about like when they hung nooses up in our undergrad.
Yeah, would they consider that a hate crime? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, so those little things, or when you have like swastikas or little sayings written, like all that stuff goes into it, and the dorm, all that stuff plays into it, and it's just like statistics. People can skew the numbers to be in their benefit.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Exactly.
Good or bad.
Next story.
Yeah.
Entire third grade football team kneels during in protest of police brutality.
Oh, the babies did it.
Yeah.
All right.
Every single player and coach of the Belleville, Illinois football team, made up of 25 boys, ages 8 and under, took a knee during the national anthem before their game on Sunday.
Really, brown boys?
Yeah, all brown boys.
That's good for them. You got to teach the youth early.
Yeah, the coach said that one of the kids asked him if he saw like the recent protest in St. Louis.
Here come the baby coming to him. Did you see the news, sir?
Did you, Coach Gooden? Because that was his name, Orlando Gooden. It was Coach Gooden. You seen that shit in St. Louis?
Not the shit. Stop. Try it again.
Coach, you seen that stuff in St. Louis?
Mm-hmm.
And when the coach said yes, the students asked if they, he asked the students if they knew why they was protesting.
Hey, what the baby say?
And one of the players said because black people are getting killed and nobody going to jail.
Hey, you have to teach the youth. And you have to give them this sense of responsibility for the community. And, I go back and forth because, you want the babies to be babies, right? But you have to equip them.
Fuck that. Take their joy away. Let their ass know the harsh realities of
You
life
have to equip them.
early on. They need to
importance of
know
their
the
voice.
harsh realities of life.
Yeah.
As soon as they can recognize and understand it, they need to know it.
Yeah, I believe kids you have to equip them with a voice and encourage high self-efficacy so they can continue on.
Like I said.
Fight. Because it ain't going to be done when we get old.
No.
It's going to be a fight that's continuing. Okay.
This race shit is always going to happen.
Yeah, it is. You got to be ready.
And so basically, the little boys was talking about that shit. We was talking about how they was protesting because of that white police officer. They was like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Back in 2001. So, they talked to, the coach was talking to him and, they was like, one of the kids asked, like, is this the reason why Colin Kaepernick was kneeling and taking a knee and things of that sort? And the coach said, yeah. And the kids was like, well, can we do that too?
Hey.
And the coach said, y'all a team.
Yeah.
So if one going to do it, all y'all going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Nice. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that was a little something. The last story I just want to bring up, or the last thing I want to talk about for Pillow Talk, is this article I read. It was like, how love and basketball, The Wood, and other films skewed my perception of love.
Oh. Thank you, Niram. Okay. So any feedback or anything else? Yeah.
So, the article started off like, they were searching on Facebook the other day and they came across a quote that said, when I was younger, I wanted to be married by 23. Now let's all laugh.
Oh, Jesus.
So basically this article what was talking about, what I wanted to bring up is like this whole notion of like these black love stories, like The Wood and Love and Basketball, and how, for us millennials, that was like the status symbol of love, especially if you ain't have no examples of black love in your life. So you just look towards TV. And, at that age, for our time, it was stories like Black Love and Basketball, The Wood, and
it was a whole era of that.
Things of that sort. So, some of the points they came up on it, what I thought was just interesting is you can't fall in love with Q. You can't fall in love like Q and Sydney if you can't play basketball.
Can I say something? I wasn't the biggest fan of that movie.
No.
Love and Basketball?
No.
It was very. I'm gonna let you continue.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, did you like Love and Basketball?
It was an alright movie.
It was strange.
What? It was about love and basketball.
Is it really?
Niggas hooping them.
So that's what I wanted to say. Fucking. So as males, is that's a turn on when a girl can come beat you in basketball, and I don't even know the words. Like, what's it called when you run up on somebody, you make them fall on the ground with the
cross them over.
Yeah, like.
Break the ankles.
I didn't see the romance in it. Maybe because I don't like basketball, I don't like sports, but I just did not see. It's just something about it that didn't. I always got a little bit of lesbian tease from her. Like, it was just like I thought at the end she was gonna come out like, I'm a lesbian. I was like, oh, that wasn't the. I thought she was like, I loves women. It reminded me of that boy on Instagram. I loves women's.
Oh yeah.
And I only loves. What was that?
I'm delivered.
Yeah, I thought the basketball that delivered.
I'm delivered.
I thought she was gonna be like, I only loves men's. I thought, but your sis, don't you love women?
I get what you're saying.
You didn't get that tease from that?
think about it now, yes.
What?
But you know,
I was waiting for her any moment to be like, I thought she like loved him because he accepted her for who she was, and she was a lesbian.
oh
No,
no,
or she like didn't know she was a.
a lesbian. Yeah, I don't.
I thought it was a coming of age lesbian film.
You got an interesting point there, Naomi. I didn't even see it that way, but thank you
Oh.
for bringing that on.
How the hell did you see it? You really seen this as a love story?
Kinda.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Now go ahead. But overall, I just didn't like the story though. It would have been better if it was a lesbian love story.
If she would have came out after.
Yes, and lived her truth, and then navigated with her family. You know what I'm saying, and what that meant, and her being in the limelight, being this really famous basketball player, and that's the realm I thought we were going down. And it took a left, and she got caught up with this nigga Q. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Why? Who was
But
a fuck boy? Who was an ultimate fuck boy?
But I want to think about
Did they
like the
end up
whole.
together?
Yes, they did.
Oh god, like for real?
Yeah, because he played her 1-on-1 for her love,
No, I don't remember.
and then I
don't
think
like
she
it.
lost, and then there was like double or nothing at the end.
Nope.
This skewed our lives. Well,
It
might be
ain't
like,
skewed mine.
it skewed niggas' lives at a perception of love.
That was the
Niggas
era.
thought they can play basketball with a girl, and then get her.
You know, now that I think about it, I remember being younger and I did go on this date and this one dude, like, he was like, oh, let's play basketball. And I was like, nigga, don't you see I'm in these heels and skirts? Like, what the fuck is we playing back? And I was like, can I sit on the bench? Like, nigga, I ain't here to play basketball. I don't even think I own no hooping shorts.
Oh my god!
I played baseball, though. Shout out to that softball. I played a little softball, a little third base.
Well, you want to go to the batting cages?
No. On a date?
Baseball and love. That ain't love and baseball.
Yeah.
They ain't got the same ring.
Baseball money is long.
I know it's long, but how do you don't pay nobody 1-on-1 in baseball? Like, what do? You like
You
bat? I don't
throw,
know.
you catch, like a
I
dog.
don't know.
Remember we got them things with throwing balls at people like dogs.
Oh, my God. Okay.
But I just love. I was never here for love and basketball.
Okay. Moving on.
No, but okay, finish. What were you saying?
So,
about it?
You know, they were just saying like, you know, you can't play love and basketball if your ass don't know how to play basketball, and know you ain't gonna get Q to look at you in your eyes on the dance floor, or you can't play for your heart even if your ass don't know how to play basketball. So
okay, so the theme of that movie was that kind of love triumphs all, like, and eventually you end up
love
with them.
triumphs all. You're always gonna be with the person that you had googly eyes from. And then if that doesn't happen, you can just play on 1-on-1 and win, and then you can get them.
Even this conversation on like high school sweethearts, like not even high school, they was like kindergarten sweethearts.
Yeah.
I think it's something to be said about those crushes because I think you will always have them.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, do you want to marry? No, who wants to marry let me stop because people done did it.
Yeah, exactly. Watch yourself. Some of our listeners.
No, but I'm saying after you done lived life, moved away, came back, 90% of the time, you thank God for keeping you covered. Because I know I have moments. I think we talked about this last New Year, Nero. We was just reflecting on our experiences in Detroit and undergrad. And I almost had to do a praise dance. Never would have made it. How did we make it?
I don't know.
How did we make
Shit, I almost had a baby.
it? What's the next movie?
Shit. I almost had a baby. I want to keep bringing that up.
What's the next one?
Shit, I think the Grand Architect every time I think about that shit. Thank you, Grand Architect.
Come on. You think about how he done made a way out of no way, and he done slightly said move to the left 3 inches, and you done dodged a bullet so big.
Ooh,
Come on. Or what he done brought you through.
exactly.
If you think about the mess you went through, oh my goodness. When I think about the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me.
Now she about to start praising it.
I believe in a praise dance.
So they're talking about For the Wood. You know, The Wood is such a sweet love story, and it's all about coming of age.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how Alicia and Mike was dumb cute, but
Oh,
it's a
they was
story.
dumb cute.
They said it was a story.
Yeah.
I promise you may have some great dances in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You might have some dubs where you fall in love.
Yeah.
And suffer from a blurred waistline syndrome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ask somebody.
Exactly.
But you may not have what?
If this world were mine. Remember they had that
Oh,
dance?
yeah.
That dance.
You may not have this world of mine moment.
No. And it's okay if
And
you
it's
don't.
fine.
And it's okay if you don't.
Have you had a if this world was mine moment?
In reality?
In life. Just in life.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I'm
With who?
okay. You.
Oh,
You weren't there.
shit. What? Tell me more about this.
So I was going to explain myself. So I think in the movie The Wood, it was like this big hoopla school dance, like that. Not that moment when we've been in public, but it's been times when we've been home just on the couch. And you know, y'all don't know, I'm good for a playlist. You can ask any of my friends, wherever I go, it's going to be music in the background. And it was one night, I think it was right after we moved in the house or something, and we were just sitting on the couch and a song came on and we just slow danced to it. That was If This World Was My Moment.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't for you, I see. That's why the sis who wrote this story said, don't wait for it, honey. You got to create the moment. But like the whole, no, I haven't had that. I haven't had that type moment. I mean, I guess most women and men, that's their first dance at their wedding. But I've seen a couple trash, those been trash. I can't think of one wedding I've been to and the first dance was good. But the Spanish dance is always rough. I've been to white weddings.
You know why?
And it's been very orchestrated, very well. Like
you
at
know
white
why?
weddings, you sit your ass down, you be quiet, you let them dance. At black weddings, the music don't be starting on time. It be scratching. Like it'd be like an old song and it sound like they playing it on a cassette player.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because niggas don't practice. They don't have practice. Niggas don't be able to practice.
What do you mean?
Well, you
They
know,
don't
I used to
practice.
DJ.
Yes.
I used to DJ.
One of
and I did-
Niram's other jobs.
One of my multi-hustles. You know, Niram DJs. He's a photographer. He's a blogger. He's a
Nyambi just a cubicle warrior and a bot store queen.
he's a social media maven. Well, maven is
Maven.
that's for females.
We don't believe in gender roles.
Okay. Well, he's a social media maven. What else? What else do Niram do, baby?
Everything.
Okay. Niram a
A
podcaster.
blog. I'm a marathon runner.
And Niram a podcaster. Niram got
A
two.
shit talker.
He talk. Niram play good at
He
spades.
veganish.
I'm veganish.
Kiss on Nyambi.
What else? Niram is a award-winning speaker. So Niram all these things.
He could just
So-
go on.
So Niram used to DJ.
Yeah.
And I like how I like to talk to Niram about Niram in third person. So Niram used to DJ, and there's been times where Niram was very organized when it comes to DJing and DJing weddings, and go to people's house and be like, "All right, what y'all want played and shit like that. Like, what do y'all want played for y'all first
what are
dance?
your songs? Yeah.
Is there gonna be a mother-son dance? Is there gonna be a daughter-daddy dance?
How is that combined?
You
Is there
know.
a whole group dance.
Is this all this stuff? And it's been times where I've been at weddings like, no, just play what you want to play. Like, no, nigga, I'm not playing Jeezy like to drink.
And grandma sitting in the front pew.
Because these usually the times where the food come out, you let grandma take the pictures,
Yeah.
everybody be like, oh, look how pretty she is and all this other stuff. And then they leave because Niram going to turn up and he going to play some Jeezy.
Yeah.
But they be like, no, yeah, Jeezy like to drink. Jeezy like to smoke. Jeezy like to drink his Arm
No,
mix his Arm and
mix
Hammer.
is Arm and Hammer.
Jeezy like to mix his Arm and Hammer with his Coke.
Yeah. You can't play that with grandma. That's not
No,
cool.
you can't play that shit then. You can't play back that ass up
No.
for the 99 to the 2000.
Look back at it, Trina.
Right. Look back.
No, come
at
on, focus,
me,
Nero.
Girl, look back at. You can't play no Trina and Killer Mike.
No, with grandma and the,
Right.
and the pastor there.
You can't play Shake It Like a Salt Shaker.
Yeah.
So, it's been times, and I think 9 times out of 10, more times than often, black folks don't know what the hell they want for their wedding. I'm just being straight up. I DJ for white weddings too, and they give me they have a playlist for me.
They be having it timed, honey.
Yes, the playlist be so specific that they have a song for every timed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
At 8:05, play this song.
Yeah.
At 8:15, play this song.
Because I done been to white weddings, been with my girlfriend, and like I'll go congratulate the bride. She's like, "Oh, they're playing this song. Oh, it must be 9:03." I was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
How you know the time?" She said, "Oh, it's just the music. We wanted a vibe.
Yeah.
We wanted a certain energy."
So, and I get it.
Me too.
And truthfully, I like both styles, and I get it. But when it comes to that, some niggas just don't know what they want. Just
Yes.
play the field. Play what you want to play.
Yeah.
Like, no, this your wedding.
But I'm talking about even their first dance. Like, I feel like the DJ be starting a song late. Like, they'll have like a dance song. We old school. So I imagine we're going to have an old school. So it's going to be some Al Green, somebody playing. So if you're going to have Al Green playing, you don't need to get that original Al Green. I'm going to need you to get the remastered version. So it ain't crackling in the background and nobody know the words. Or also if you're a black couple and one of y'all can't dance, you have to practice. Because it looks like Jay-Z did at the Grammys. Remember when him and Beyonce
Yeah.
was there and she was tearing it up and he was just like a
Yeah.
shout out to our friends who listen was standing there like a fire hydrant. Shout out to y'all know about people standing like fire hydrants, just like a fire hydrant. And she was just shaking it like a dog on it, honey.
She was tearing it up, and he
Yeah.
was just a fire hydrant.
He was a fire hydrant. Remember we went. Shout out to
Oh
Amika.
my
Shout out
God.
to Amika.
We need to bring Amika on.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Oh
just
my
standing
God.
like a fire hydrant.
Just standing
She
there.
got some classes, don't she? Remember we was talking about lint balls and balls?
Oh yeah.
Just so she's
You said I can't suck a nigga dick who got lint balls on their nuts.
Shout out to you. We got some crazy friends. All right, what's the next move? We done got
I
off
don't
track.
know. I'm losing my voice. Y'all know I love y'all because I'm losing my voice.
Love Jones. I love Love Jones.
What they say? You may meet a man who you are so in tune with musically, whose poetry and artistry knocks you off your feet. He may be the same man who break your heart a little.
Hey to the man. I think what's sexy about Love Jones or the fantasy is it's something about a man or a woman. I can think it be translated for both, who are just totally and wholly immersed in their craft and loves it to a fault. So I think Lorenz Tate played the same character in Girls Trip.
Yeah.
I thought that was the guy from Love Jones who just grew up
Yeah.
and got into music instead of the poetry.
Yeah.
Like they were the same guy. But I think it's just something that's so attractive as a woman to see a man so in depth in his craft and then brings you into that world, right? And then you become his muse. So I think it's something very, idea, like it's sexy.
That's what you say about me in podcasting?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
You're my muse.
I'm your muse.
Yeah.
Miriam.
And our love.
Miriam just want me to make dinner. Don't you?
No.
Yeah, okay. So you gonna make dinner.
Possibly.
Okay. So that's what I think stands out to me about Love Jones. What about you?
I think Love Jones is that phase in undergrad where you was just trying to find who the hell you are. So niggas be in poetry. I write poetry.
I already know
Nigga,
how I
you
feel
ain't
about
like
spoken
you
word.
ain't- I can't get it out.
Come on now.
When niggas be like, everybody in there is a up and coming rapper, actress, and poetry and poet.
Yes.
So that's what I thought about Love
In the
Jones.
phase where everybody kind of broke and everyone's just sipping on one drink.
Yeah.
Or like it'd be when you get together at folks' houses. Like, I think that's what I missed from Michigan. Like we have friends out here, we get together, but it's different.
Yeah.
Because in Michigan and Detroit, getting together was a culture.
Yes.
Like it was like almost every week or bi-weekly thing. And everybody would have come. The children would come. Like I do miss that kickback feel.
Yeah, sitting on somebody's back porch.
And just riding through the neighborhood and be like, oh, we're gonna stop at so and so. So I do miss that. Like, that's what made me when our godson called, because I was like, as soon as he called, I was like, if we was in Michigan, I'm like, we going over there tomorrow. You still mad he don't woke you up?
That nigga need to learn the values of business hours.
I say continue on and be yourself.
Well, call your godmama.
Call me.
At midnight.
Call me.
Don't call me.
I'll call. I answer. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on, that wasn't necessarily about love. And actually, me and Nia was talking about this yesterday. It was this idea of domestic violence. I guess it can relate to like relationships in like film and Black film, and how sometimes it's almost normalized it for us, or that we turn it to like a comedy. So a lot of times in Black films, when there's any type of abuse, we make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
But it don't be jokey, right?
Give us an example.
So the example that Nia and I were talking about was the greatest one of them all, Color Purple. So how many times folks done tease things? Hell, Beyonce done added to her song "Eat the Cake" and that's another one. What's love got to do with it? But when Oprah was like, Hopper, you ain't gonna beat me. I had to fight my whole life. I had to fight my daddy and everybody. Oprah wasn't fucking playing with y'all niggas. She was serious as fuck.
All her life, she
had to fight, and we made it kind of this comical, lighthearted thing as time has evolved. But when Alice Walker wrote this book is not a comedy.
It's all right.
It ain't a dramedy. It's serious shit. And also I think about like what's love got to do with it. So everybody remember when he talking about eat that cake and do X, Y, and Z. But again, that's serious shit. That was when they was playing in that limo and they was whooping on ass.
Right.
This shit was nothing to be played
And
with.
both of them was whooping on their ass.
Come on, weren't they?
Hell yeah.
So I think about movies, and when you were talking about that, it's giving kind of this false sense of reality or this normalization of domestic violence, this normalization of what love is. And we just have to be aware. And again, I'm not telling you not to enjoy it. These are some of my favorite movies. I have moments. I be in my feelings.
Right.
I'll get my cup of tea, curl up. And then they just black movies. I'll pull up with that Notebook when them old people die at the end. I still cry. It made me feel like love is real. It's just separating art from reality and knowing when to do that.
Naomi is good for being like, go get your shit. Get your shit. Get your shit.
Angela Bassett.
Get your shit.
Oh, Lord. Near I'm losing his voice, y'all. Look, I don't work him like a Hebrew slave. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I think the biggest thing is that it's not that life can't happen like this, or that romance films, they don't exist. But it's just simply that you shouldn't put all your energy into that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just being able to separate it. And I just thought it was funny that it kind of to examine and have a quick conversation about that. That was a good one, right, Nero?
That was a good one.
All righty. So my book club update.
Did you read it?
Yes, I did read it. So it's actually good. So for y'all don't know, the book that I'm reading is Think and Grow Rich. The book, just to give you background information, was written at the commission of Andrew Carnegie and based off the interviews over 500 of those in history who America considers great men of the 20th century. So Henry Ford, J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, and Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Edison, Theodore Roosevelt, Wilbur Wright, W. Howard Taft, basically a bunch of old ass white men. Mm-hmm. So, once I read into that, I'm already kind of rolling my eyes a little bit. But I'm gonna warn y'all, like, it's one of the weirder books I've ever read. Like, it's the way it's kind of written and the viewpoint. I already went in a little pissed because it was just so many white men, right? I said, first of all, they couldn't find one Negro. But okay, I had to realize when it was written and how, or one white woman, they couldn't get Eleanor Roosevelt's point of view, Susan B. Anthony and his bitch. But what we can't say about some of these white men is they did have had some great accomplishment and innovation. So I'm trying to look at this in a different lens. So I had to take my Nyambi lens off and put my educator, always learning, an adult learner lens on, right? So you should be proud of me, right, Nero?
I'm proud of you, baby.
Yes. So like I said in the book, from what I read so far, I certainly don't agree with everything. But as I said, these men have had great success, and there's something in there. And there's some tidbits that I think I'm definitely going to take away. So the way the book is broken down is that there's like basically these 13 steps or accomplishment or stages that you need to kind of go through to accomplish whatever your idea of success is. So what I'll do, I got through the first two. So what I'll do every week, I'll just break down kind of what those pieces are and any tidbits or something that I'm kind of taking away from it.
Okay.
So the first tidbit is desire. So it's kind of, they said it's the starting point for all achievement. So it's obvious, but growing rich kind of starts with the desire to do so. The desire that they discuss here isn't simply wishing, but it's like how do you explain it? Like an intense burning or obsession, which can be coupled with both which must be coupled with a plan and persistence in sticking to the plan. That's my tidbit I got from this. So you have to create a plan and you have to be persistent and unwavering when sticking to this plan and moving forward. The author had 6-part method to ensure that this desire came to fruition. So the first one was fix your mind to the exact amount of money you desire, which was huge, right? So when do you put to the point to say, this is how much money I'll make? So I'm thinking in my head, do white boys sit around and be like, child, I need $3.3 million now, stacked, right? But it goes also to this idea we have a manifestation, correct? Yeah. Next is to determine exactly what you intend to give for this money. So again, determine exactly what you intend to give for this money. So that goes back to this conversation of sacrifice. So what are you willing to sacrifice for this money? Next, you have to establish a definite date by which you intend to incur this money. Fourth, you create and define a plan to acquire this money and take the first step immediately. Next, you put the 4 kind of steps above in a clear, concise sentence describing each part. And then lastly, you read the statement aloud twice daily, in the morning and at night. So I almost see this almost as a wealth and intention statement. So you want to do X, Y, and Z. I haven't done it yet, but I think by next episode, I'm going to do it and I'm going to share it with y'all.
Okay.
And we're going to see what it is. But I think this is a different way of viewing money. This made me want to have a money episode because it just showed me how white men and everybody else view money.
Right.
White men see money, and I believe this too, as it's out there. Money is not something you can't get. Money is the easy part. And how you basically just got to go out there and claim it.
Yeah.
I just found that's just a totally different mind frame to say it's unlimited money out there. It's just your job to go get it. Tell a lot of po folks in Detroit, honey. Like, being a po brown girl, it's like, damn, these ain't just create a damn sentence. Money come now.
Money come now.
I should have did that for like the Mega Millions, right? But like I said, I'm going to play along. I'm going to play along, and by our next episode this weekend, y'all know I got it off. I'm going to redevelop and really set an intention for this, and I'm going to share it with y'all. Don't y'all be laughing at me.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
But the key principle here that I got was this idea to transform into its kind of physical equivalency. So the beginning, it's the beginning to the key principle of the book, that the subconscious mind acts beneath the surface to accomplish what is you are directly trying to accomplish. Mm-hmm. So think it, name it, claim it, say it, receive it. That's how I kind of got it.
Once you make your mind up, the world conspires to
get it for you.
Yeah.
Again, that manifestation, that alchemy, bringing it to you. The next one was faith. So the visualization of the belief in attainment and desire. And of course, the subconscious mind must believe that something is possible in order for it to act on it. Faith is an interesting concept as a whole. Y'all know I got faith and I believe in the Lord moving forward and all that. But in the context that the author defines it as, it's a state of mind in which must be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion. So the author then goes on to say, like, this idea of repetitive affirmations of orders to your subconscious mind is the only known method of voluntary development from the emotional faith. So it's by this practice that you can convince your subconscious mind to translate and impulse it into kind of this physical equivalent. So bring it to fruition. So the author then goes on to talk about how from this practice of positive affirmations and making it plain and clear, that good and bad can come from it. So I take it as the old church saying, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Mm-hmm. So I took it as the same here. I guess money and brokenness is in the power. I thought it was all in my wallet and my habits, honey. I thought it was about being hood rich. I thought about saving coins, but he said no, and I'm going to drink this Kool-Aid until the book is over.
Okay.
In other words, like I said, someone who lets himself believe negative things has communicated to his subconscious to act upon negative beliefs, would translate those into reality. So think negative, things negative will happen. Like I said, I believe in the Lord. I believe in positive energy. I believe in manifestation. I believe in alchemy and all that. But, just when white folks, the way he was saying, I was a little bit skeptical. But I'm still going to move forward on it. And I do believe, the energy that you put out there, that does come back to you. So the author calls it like this idea of deceiving your subconscious. But I'm going to have to put it in words and terminology that fits better with Nyambe. So overall, it's been a good read. Like I said, it's not my type of read. Niram recommended it for me. And I can see how it can be beneficial, not just financially, but just in all aspects of your life. So if it's something you want to move on or work on too, like I really like how they outline the steps. And like I said, next week, I'm hoping, keep my fingers crossed, I'm going to come with kind of my desire statement. And naming it, claiming it, and putting that timeline on it. It's almost this boldness that I had to check myself on. So it's like an insecurity of me came out with, why can't I be bold enough to name it, claim it, and put a deadline on it compared to, and I think that's a man-woman thing, where men are a lot more assertive than women may be in this situation. Because, I believe I'm very strong and opinionated and I want things. But even he was like, well, how much do you want? And it's like, well, shit, how much do I want?
Right.
And why do I want it? And what am I willing to sacrifice for it?
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. The idea I had is I want to flip this book. Can we flip this book and just do it with all Black successful people?
We could.
And see what would be different in there. Like, so I think the bones might be the same, but I think it might be some cultural things that might be slightly different.
I think so.
So if we interview a lot of them don't want to save you, Lord, but the ones who are now like the most successful, what was it called? The 1% of the 1% of the 0.5% of the Black billionaires and, millionaires, and what their advice would be, or innovators, and what would this book, how would this book be different if they had women and people of color in there?
Yeah.
And what their input would be. Because they have other barriers that these white men didn't have to go through necessarily.
Exactly.
So, but overall, it's worth the read. Like, it ain't complete trash. If it was complete trash, I tell y'all, don't waste your time, and I will bow out and say I ain't giving no more updates. But next Friday, I'm actually probably try to be more than halfway done by next Friday.
Well, the book is, for some people it can be a little woo-woo.
Yes,
up
it
in
is.
the air.
It is.
And especially for a very analytical, like type A type of person.
Who are you describing?
You.
Oh.
You're very analytical, and you're very type A.
Okay.
A+. You are like, if this equals this, it has to equal this because I've been did the math in my head this many times.
Okay.
So I know that it's a little bit different from you, and this is what personal development books are mostly about. Is that it's just coming at it a different way.
Yes, this was just a different lens and viewing it. And like I said, it made me look at myself in the mirror. It had me look at some of my insecurities, some of the lead that I was going through. Like I said, this idea of being bold and saying and claiming what you want. So, of course, I don't know if I would write it out and put it on a notebook and say it 4 times a day and repeat it and all that stuff. But it's something, too, writing down what you want and when you want it by.
Yeah,
that's stuff I preach. SMART goals, right?
Yeah.
But why can't I do it with my money? I can budget, pay my bills on time, but why don't I have a SMART goal for my money to say I want X amount of dollars by this date?
Shit,
and what am I doing to get that? That's huge. Why haven't I done that? I haven't, of course I always have the goal. I want to save money. I might do 10% but really, what is that number? I think that's the piece that I really got it from. Make it plain.
Make it plain as possible.
But I'll give y'all the updates. Yes, but to go ahead and pick or get you a little audio book. And Nyambi will give you a summary every week to get as we go on this journey, though.
That's what's up.
But it's Shout Out Friday.
Shout Out Friday, y'all.
Niram losing his voice, honey. So I'm going to continue to talk. Okay, Niram. You doing too much. He's doing too much, y'all. So on Apple Podcasts, we got a couple of them. It's recent listener from John O. Dyer. I hope I'm saying that right. Dyer or Dry? No, it's no R in it.
There ain't no R in that.
Yeah, John O. Dyer. It reads, I recently started listening and loving it, and your Instagram is hot too. Thank you. We try to put a little bit of everything on Instagram. So love stories, stuff that make us chuckle, stuff that make us cry, stuff that wake us up when we sleep. All types of stuff. Or also when we go out, when we do little date nights and stuff, we try to post stuff out there
as well
to show y'all what we doing.
We love y'all.
The next one out there, it reads, great podcast from the OGSB. I listen to this podcast regularly while working. It's like sitting down and talking with my friends. I look forward to hearing more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next one we have from SoundCloud.
Yeah, somebody gave us a comment on SoundCloud.
Thank you. They must have heard us, honey, because we be like SoundCloud. No one.
No one.
So this is Jenny in regards to episode 48, Love After Cheating and Black Love. Episode 3 and 4 recap. And it says, happy anniversary to your parents. I'm a listener from Aruba. Too bad they didn't make it over. Hope to welcome them to the island next time. First of all, Aruba is the shit.
I love their water.
We went to Aruba. It's been a while. Maybe 6 years ago. Maybe more.
Damn, it's been that long since.
About 6.
Yeah.
When I tell you Aruba the food was good, the fruit was good, the water was good. The water hydrated my body. I said, is it just the resort? Is this just how Aruba is? The people looked like they were dipped in gold, no matter what their complexion was. So if they were paler or if they was more chocolatey, it didn't matter. They all had this undertone of gold highlight. It looked like the Fenty highlighter that came out, the gold one. It looked like they all had it along their cheekbones. They all had this 3C4A hair that was beautiful. Like, shout out to all the folks in Aruba. That island speaks to me for some reason. I need to do the 23andMe because I think I'm from Aruba. Because it's just something that spoke to me. Did you enjoy Aruba when we went?
I love Aruba.
I love Aruba. It's beautiful. Next.
We got a voicemail.
Can
you tell them how to leave a voicemail?
Yeah, so as always, to leave us a voicemail, you can give us a call at 508-784-1111. Again, that's 508-784-1111. Leave us a voicemail on how you feeling, if you got questions, comments, concern, anything. If you just want to say what up to us, go ahead and leave us that voicemail. Try to keep it under what 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, because
they
cut you off. Or you can just call back too, honey. You can pull Uncle Junebug. He be like, I'm calling you back because you're disconnected.
I got disconnected.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Miriam and Nyambi.
Hey, girl.
Tierra. So
Hey, girl.
I just had to call you guys real quick because I'm listening to episode 47, and I'm hearing Miriam totally butcher the comment that I left. So
Didn't
all
he?
of that.
Didn't he?
I'm going to need you to read that one again.
You know,
But
I got a
was
speech
like,
impediment.
am I writing wrong? Do I need to go back and correct something?
Nope.
Or is Miriam on some other thing? So thanks, Nyambi, for asking him. But anyway, I just wanted to say that was for me, and you did an okay job reading it, but I really love the podcast, and so I try to support you all on all forms of social media that I'm on. Instagram, TJ Queendom. And I sent you guys an email, too. I know you read another email that I sent to you, but I'm listening. I know you're always talking about whether or not we're still out here and where your real supporters are, but we listen. But like Nyambi said, we have real lives, too. We got to shut it out, too, sometimes. But anyway, I'm in my kitchen. I know people looking at me crazy, hearing me. But all love. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
See, that's my type of people. They're my type of people. I told you. I remember we was reading that. I said, what the hell is going on?
Look,
I'm going to reread it.
Yeah, first of all, y'all niggas know I got a speech impediment and I got a little bit of dyslexia.
That's how y'all know near him comfortable. When he just start letting all them words roll together.
So them shits just be rolling together. I be mix matching words. Words be upside down.
I be looking like, what is you reading?
I don't know. I've been playing football
You know
since
what?
I was
We making
young.
a joke out of this. We need to have a conversation of like what that means in the black community.
Yeah.
Like dyslexia.
I'm for real. I'm dyslexic.
ADHD. It's a conversation in the brown community.
I might have a touch of CTE. I've
Nero.
been playing that football.
Okay. You know what? Can I do this? Can I read all of that?
Yeah.
Can I reread
Shout
it?
out to you, Tierra. We love you.
Exactly. She's my type of people. You know, I love that. So it reads, Niram and Nyambi never fail to make me go through all my happy emotions when I listen to them. I finally figured out how to post my review and add these stars. Shout out to Niram. Niram always be hassling people about them stars.
Hell yeah.
She said, sorry it took me so long. And that Nyambi, she is raw and real. And although she always asks, everything she explains makes sense. Y'all know that's my teaching background and dealing with crafty crackers. You know, I like to make them repeat what the fuck I just said because they'll try to rearrange your shit. She said, from the Big Spot Store Chronicles to White Ass New England to the TV show reviews to past relationships, these two are putting it all on the table, and it's so entertaining to hear them do it. Listen to this podcast. If y'all don't know, now you know. Thank you again for that beautiful, beautiful review. We appreciate y'all so much. Well, this was a great episode, y'all. Thank you again. We hope y'all have a great weekend. To submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us the email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And feel free to leave us a comment about anything that we talked about today on our website, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any forms of social media. We can be found at Black Love Matters. That's Black Love Matters with no K. Or leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, my, get a cough drop.
I love you too. I love y'all too.
Come on, there.
Bye-bye.